This is what the deck looks like after we've sanded it for, I guess we're out here for 3 hours sanding and cleaning. We've taped it off, ready for the primer. You can see we've taken it down, taken a lot of the old paint off. Looks like we had a darker boat underneath the cover there, I'm not sure, but go over the whole boat. We're going to paint the whole vertical side of the cabin in preparation for putting the windows in on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll get all that done. I'll show it to you after we get it painted with the first coat of primer. Okay, here's the first pass with the primer. You can see it's covered up pretty well. We'll go ahead and give that a little while to dry up. I'll take the masking off because it's going to be a couple hours before we get to it. I'll remask it. It's a very flat finish, but that's okay because we got a semi-gloss going on top of it. But that sure looks a lot better than it did, and I'll show it to you after I pull the masking off. Okay, here's what it looks like with the masking taken off. One issue I had was, and I kind of thought this would happen, when you sand over the tape and it breaks through for some reason on these high ridges, you can see here the paint painted right through the tape. So I thought about remasking it this morning, and I should have done that. I could have just put an extra piece of tape over it, but I didn't. Next time I will. So I'm going to mask it off one more time and then put on a second coat of primer. The tape actually did pretty good. I got a good line up here. There are only a couple places where it skipped under. Here's one right here, a couple right here, but those will clean up. And then we got pretty good coverage, but I think a second coat will turn this boat completely white. Again, it's kind of a matte finish, but I think it looks really good. and I'm really happy with the results. I can't wait to paint the rest of the boat, but I had to get this done so that we can get the windows in. You can see there it looks a lot better than it did. So there we have it. Okay, here is the boat after the second coat of the primer, and you can see it looks really good. I sanded it down, repainted it. It's got a little bit of brush strokes, so I'm not sure what this is here. Gotta get that fixed, but it's smoothed out pretty good. It's looking really good. It's got a really matte finish, which I don't like, but I know that the top coat is going to be a what do you call it, a satin gloss, semi-gloss enamel, so that should look pretty good. Did I get all that over there? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, so let's go down to the dock and show you what it looks like. Here she is from afar. That color on the bottom there, I think it's because the paint is still wet. That's the last place I painted, and that should dry up really nicely. So tonight, or this afternoon, I'm going to come back and put on the top coat, and then hopefully we can get the windows in tomorrow. Okay, I'm happy to report that the third coat is on. It looks beautiful. You can see here, get some nice lines. It looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous, except there's one problem. I thought I was getting a satin white, but I got a flat white. So there's absolutely no gloss to this thing, and that is not good, because I wanted it to be semi-gloss. So bad on me.